going on, folks, and welcome to another Scum video. I hope we're all doing well as always, and your support is highly appreciated. Thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and are enjoying the update videos and the streams. So here we are, development update number 6. Now, before we go into it, as you know, there is some performance and FPS issues at the minute and optimization problems that the development team have come across. Now, this is obviously very difficult for us because we're seeing bad optimization and frame rates, etc. But we'll get onto that in a moment. So I want to cut it there about the optimization for a second, and I just want to show you a few things before we go on to the real stuff. So, as you know, everyone's been asking about bicycles, and I've seen it time and time again in my streams that bicycles need to be in the game. So the developers are working on bicycles. So as you can see, there's a couple of images here of a bicycle, which I'm guessing that this is probably going to be the first iteration, or even the final iteration. So we're actually going to get bicycles, which is pretty cool. We'll be able to get from A to B, etc. So I don't know how many different types there's going to be, but hopefully that should be in soon, I'm guessing. Now, the M82, you guys know about the M82 sniper. The M82 is coming along nicely. The animations, they're almost completed as a rifle size in the game. They've got a lot to do regarding a lot of work to do regarding physics and weapon handling with this. So it's a big gun, and there's a lot of work to do with that, but they are working on that, as you can see there. Now, the first city, now they state here in the synopsis, so to speak, the first city that they're building is going to have this building here that you can see. There's only one building that they're showing off here. There's a lot of different buildings that's going to be added over the city, and they've put it in all previous updates. You can see all different types of buildings that they're thinking of adding in, but places like this is going to be really cool. So I'm interested to see what this is going to be filled out with, etc. So this is really cool to see. A nice big building, and whatever other buildings they're going to be putting in as well. So as they say, the first city, so that means there's probably going to be more. In terms of showing you fancy pictures and stuff like that, guys, that is literally it for that. So they've actually stated here in the optimization section, and you can see this if you click on the link in the description below. You can read this yourself. So for optimization, they've said, so ignoring the FPS issues that showed up in the last patch, we're already on a good track to resolve the problem. Once our new inventory system is live, we will see a performance boost, as we will have a new way to handle items. By that we mean all items: food cans, clothing, cars, weapons, etc. So basically all loot in the game will be highly optimized. Now, they've been trying this time and time again, and they had it until the last patch, but something messed up with it. But at the same time, like they say there, the new inventory system is going to create a whole new performance boost with everything, because of the way that the items work in the game. So at the moment, obviously, the FPS recently has been very good. So if you imagine your player on the map, and as you're running up to towns, the loot then spawns in. So if you get what I'm saying, so none of that stuff is actually on the map when you're running around unless you get close to it. Then it spawns in, it stays there. But recently what's been happening, me and a few friends were talking about it, we're pretty sure that when you run away from that area, them items are still in your memory, so to speak. Something like that. I'm not very tech-headed, but we're pretty sure that's what's happening, and your character's basically holding all them items that are still in the memory of that area that you've just come out of, etc. So there will be a big performance boost, because this game runs amazing. It really does. You run it in single player, it's incredible, but when you go into multiplayer, that's when you find the issues, and they're doing their best to fix this. So this is another pretty cool one, and at the same time, I'm sure there's a hotfix tomorrow. I can't be 100%, but I'm pretty sure there's a hotfix tomorrow when you read this. So we're talking Wednesday. Now, with the sound, they're improving the reverberation audio system, recording and implementing voiceovers for tutorials, which I'm guessing for the missions or something, I'm not sure. The sound design for the badass .50 cal sniper, and investigating how to implement advanced sound propagation. Now, if anyone doesn't know what sound propagation is when you fire your gun, how many people hear it and how far away they can hear it. So as sound travels, it decreases in sound. Now, advanced sound propagation would be, for example, if you're behind a building, the sound's going to be different of how it as it reverbs and bounces. The sound waves bounce off the building in different directions. So you might be in a room and another guy might be in another room, and if you speak, then you're going to have to hear it through your door into the hallway, then back into the doorway of the other room, so to speak. So it's not just going to be like you're going to hear them through the walls. You're actually going to be able to have advanced sound. So you shoot a gun from so far away, you're not going to hear that miles and miles and miles away, so to speak, because you're going to have a lot of different objects in the way that's going to bounce and reverb sound. And at the same time, I don't know how far advanced they're going to go with this, but sound propagation also comes under how sound travels in different humidities and temperatures, etc. So sound will travel slower in cooler air and sound will travel faster in hot air. That's just how that works. Now, this isn't going to be the longest video, guys, but if you go into the description, have a look at the link I sent you, and there's also a Q&A down the bottom. They've picked out 10 questions that they've seen, and they've answered them there as well. So the FPS issue, I mean, for a game like this on the Unreal Engine 4, it should be brilliant to run, but there are issues with the multiplayer at the moment. And I personally think that there are some issues with the G-Portal servers not being powerful enough, as the 64 player cap, and you have a 100 player cap, which 100 players should be a no-no, because you're going to be experiencing teleporting, desync, lag. You're going to be experiencing all those things. But even at 64 players, the servers can still sometimes crash because they're not powerful enough. Now, if these servers were really up to scratch, people wouldn't be having these problems, and it would be a dream of a game to play. But the second you start hitting 50 plus players, that's when you start getting lag on the servers, etc. But I'm really hoping that they can fix this to make it more of a better experience for all of us in terms of performance and improving the performance, etc. So with that being said, guys, let's hope there's a hot fix tomorrow. That's what I've been told, but I'm not going to say anymore. So with that being said, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, maybe hit a like and throw us a comment. I'd really appreciate the support. And you guys stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.